The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Brandon, whatever happened to the old rule that if you don't know that you're definitely going to get it to at least a 20-yard line, you just take a knee in the end zone. Sometimes being too aggressive can actually cost you.
We're going to 54. Why here? Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Why? 26.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
The Steelers at 7-2 here on the year. They were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go now.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check, Comcast. Check, Comcast.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Prescott to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
To the 43, 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense.
Well, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
On play action, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Prescott.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Past the 20.
Well, he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring it.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
Play action now. Prescott. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us.
Here's 2nd and 10. Willis out of the gun.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the tight end, Mallory.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They do go for this. Here's Willis.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And finally, wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now Willis on first and 10.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Okay, ready?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Steady.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A give running right, Etienne.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now.
Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now Prescott going to change the play. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Henry
trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Meanwhile, Willis, throw brought in by Austin.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Right back to the air again with Willis.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Seven Pirates! Go!
Now Willis to throw. Austin is there and brings in another one.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
Brings up second down at the Steelers'
Here we go.
30-yard line.
19 tight.
Willis will look to throw it. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Past the 60.
In motion right is Austin.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Malik Willis.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Willis will try and throw for this.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Prescott off play action.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Prescott.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott.
Going across the formation, he finds Fryermuth.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
47.
Throwing, Prescott. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Steelers add 6 to their lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready, right?
They'll start on the ground. Etienne.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
16 more on that one and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A give to E.T.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Willis looking to throw it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3 quarters in the books. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Now Willis.
He finds Austin complete. Fights through and now a crease. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's Willis. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
Willis, gotta have this one. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Prescott now.
That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Henry up the middle. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Going to 54. Why? What do you think?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive, 3rd and 5.
Finds Pickens outright.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it.
And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh.